Hello, Leo. Welcome to your middle of May reading. For the past, we have the Three of Wands. So, the first week of May, you had the energy to realize your goals. The energy to realize your goals. So, we have the Eight of Cups. I accept my situation without resistance. You accepted your situation. So, sometimes when we struggle and we fight against the universe, it takes away the energy we could be using to control our lives with. And you came to a place of acceptance, which gave you more energy. Acceptance gave you more energy. And then once you had this energy that you needed, we have the Seven of Swords. I take great care of what I value. So you probably left a certain situation, okay? And we have the Eight of Pentacles. You dedicated yourself to what you believe in, okay? So it's like you realize something, you realize that a certain situation was not working for you, and then you dedicated yourself to something you do enjoy, and this gave you energy as well. So, all of these things you did gave you energy to accomplish what you needed to accomplish and your goals, okay? It's beautiful energy. It's beautiful energy. In the present, we have for the middle of May, Five of Swords. I will heal myself. I will heal myself. You're learning that your health, you are in charge of you. And if you are in charge of you, you are in charge of your health. So you're going to heal yourself in the middle of May. I don't know how you're going to do this, but that's what you're going to do. You're going to heal yourself. If you have stomach problems, you're going to eat healthy. If you have problems with your skin, maybe you'll use a moisturizer. You're going to do something to heal yourself in May. And this doesn't even have to be a medical problem, it could be an emotional problem. Two of Wands, I focus on what I want and make it happen. You're going to make it happen. You're going to go after your goals to heal yourself, okay? And you are your own anchor, King of Cups. This is dealing with emotions. You are healing your emotions from a particular situation. You are your own anchor, okay? And you have everything you need to prosper. So you're doing well financially. If you can pay for some counseling, pay for some counseling, okay? A lot of times God will give money to people who need it. And you ever notice how, like, with God or the universe, sometimes we want the money now, right? It's my money, I need it now, like the commercial. Well, the thing is the universe doesn't work on our time, it works on its time. So it gives us the money when we need it, like, but we have to step out of our own way, okay? So if you can afford therapy, pay for some therapy, okay? Nice. Now, the last week of May, we have Five of Cups. I will move forward when the time is right. I will move forward when the time is right, okay? I am always rewarded for all I do. Ace of Pentacles, your work is being acknowledged. People are acknowledging you moving forward. You find clarity through calm. You could be the type of person who you're sitting somewhere drinking a cup of coffee or tea and you find clarity through the calmness. And we have the Ten of Swords, okay? The Ten of Swords, your eyes are going to be opened the last week of May. You see the truth in this ending. Whatever situation you were dealing with was not good for you. Now, because you're healing your emotions, somebody could have abused you emotionally. Somebody could have really stepped on your emotions. I don't care how you feel, Leo. I don't care about you, and granted, they wouldn't say I don't care about you. When this type of manipulation comes in, it's usually somebody stomping on your emotions and then saying, I love you. I love you. That's not love, Leo. Just because someone calls something something doesn't mean that is the something, right? Again, with Amber Heard, she took a crap on Johnny Depp's bed. If we were to call that crap flowers, would it make it flowers? No, it would still be a piece of crap. So you are seeing something for what it is. And I'm laughing because it's not funny, Leo, but the fact that somebody thought they could give you something and tell you that it was something else is insane. That's like that verse in the Bible where like Jesus was like, I do not give you gifts as the world gives. Maybe I'm not quoting Jesus, maybe I'm quoting somebody else, I don't know, but there's a verse in the Bible that says, would you claim to give gifts to your children and then instead hand them a snake? And Jesus is like, I do not give as the world gives. Because that is how the world gives, right? The world tells us, here's a gift, and they give us a snake. This person, I'm not calling this person a snake, Leo, but they gave you the gift that keeps on giving, emotional abuse, the gift that keeps on giving. Stop crying. I love you. I'll give you something to cry about. I love you. It's not love, Leo. It's not love. It's not. A snake is a snake is a snake. That's why we need labels. Don't get me wrong, I don't think we should judge people, but I think we have labels in this world for a reason, to help us get through life. I mean, we label foods, we label drinks, we label gifts, and we call abuse what it is. It is not love, it is abuse. Do not call something a name that is not it, right? That is insanity. We do not call a bottle of lotion a bottle of shampoo, because then what will we be doing? We'd be taking the lotion and I'm going to use it for some shampoo and my hair's going to be clean. And what's going to happen to your hair? Your hair is going to be all jacked up because it had the wrong label on it. A spade is a spade is a spade. This is you seeing this person for who they really were in the last part of May. It's not funny, but I'm just laughing because I thought about how some of you may be going to therapy and, you know, your therapist helps you determine what type of person you were dealing with. So, and do not practice magical thinking, Leo. Do not be like, I can take this pen and turn it into a pencil. You cannot take an emotionally abusive person and turn them into a healthy human being. You're too hard on yourself, Leo. Your expectations for yourself are too hard. You're being too hard on yourself. And you're going to realize that at the end of May. Nothing you could have done would have saved this person. Now your attitude is the Strength card. You're not talking to this person. I can deal with whatever comes my way. This is your card, Leo. Here you are showing up in your reading for the middle of May. Wow, Leo. Look at the sun. Look at the sun in this card. You ever notice how like there are some people out there that are afraid of the dark, but when you shine a light and there is no darkness, the fear is gone. And when the fear is gone, you can't be controlled anymore. This person's not controlling you anymore because you shined a light on them. You shined a light by telling the truth. This is an emotionally abusive person. Before, you probably never even had a label for this person. I'm seeing good energy, Leo. This is awesome. Page of Swords, I take care of the detail and stay in control. I make empowered choices. I stand my ground and look for peace. Five of Wands, this is you not letting fear run your life anymore because you shined a light on what was going on. Sometimes, we're afraid to shine a light on something. It kind of reminds me of one of my relatives, okay? Not that he was a bad person, but you could do one little thing and he'd be like, "What are you doing?" And scare you. Like you could be turning on a light switch and "What are you doing?" And so it's almost like for a certain period of time you could have been scared about labeling something because you didn't know how this person was going to react. You didn't know how they were going to react if you confronted them with the truth. You're an alcoholic. What do you mean I'm an alcoholic? Like, wow. You didn't know if that was going to happen. But through the work of therapy, you're confronting who this person is and their behavior. Now, just because somebody drinks doesn't mean they're an alcoholic. I read in a psychology book once that our behavior does not define us. But what I'm trying to say is you have a label for this person's behavior now. Regardless of whether they are or not something, you have a label for their behavior. This person was emotionally abusive. Let's just call it what it is, okay? That's why you're having to recover your heart and recover your emotions. Now, influencing the situation is the Knight of Swords. I choose my battles carefully. You're choosing your battles carefully. So you're feeling powerful with that Sun card, but at the same time, you're understanding that you're not the most powerful person in the world, Leo, okay? I know you're powerful, but you're not the most powerful person in the world. It's almost like you're losing some of your ego. You're realizing that the world does not revolve around you, some of you, not all of you. Some of you are realizing that. The rest of you have already realized that. So you're growing up in a way, and you're choosing your battles carefully. So it's not that you're afraid of the world after this happened. It's just you're choosing your battles carefully because now you can see better. Um it also kind of reminds me of somebody who was blind. It's almost like because you didn't have a label for this person, you were blind to who they were. And so you stumbled in the dark, and it's almost like one day you went to the eye doctor, the psychologist, the counselor, a supportive friend, and they're like, "Here you go, Leo. Here's a pair of glasses. Here's a pair of glasses so you can see what everyone else sees. All of your friends see that this person is abusing you. Here's a pair of glasses. Here's a psychology book. Here's some therapy. Here's a pair of glasses, Leo. You're celebrating everything you achieve. You are free of whatever is holding you back. And your heart's coming back, Leo. Your heart's coming back. Your heart's coming back. By you choosing your battles carefully, your heart's coming back. I welcome new love and trust what it brings. Wow, Leo. This person tried to stomp out your heart, but your heart's coming back. That was beautiful, Leo. Your obstacles are the Nine of Swords. You need to trust the present moment, okay? What are you worried about concerning the present moment? Maybe you're worried you don't have enough time to learn about yourself because it says, I take the time I need to rediscover my vitality. Okay? This is so weird for you. This person took up so much of your time. It feels weird to you to rest and to take care of yourself. I trust myself to see the truth. You're still having trouble trusting yourself. And going back to that analogy, it's like sometimes when we give a person glasses, they don't like those glasses because they're used to not being able to see. They're used to being blind. And when they put on those glasses, they're like, whoa, this is different. I can see the world now. Now I'm able to see my world and see other people's worlds and explore the world. And I don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to take these glasses off. It feels so weird. I'm used to being blind. And you just keep putting them on and taking them off and putting them on and taking them off. And your psychologist is going to tell you, practice positive self-talk. Say good things to yourself every day. And that's going to feel so weird. That's going to feel fake. That's going to feel weird. It's just not going to feel right. But it's the same with the eye doctor, isn't it? Because when we get that new pair of glasses, the eye doctor is like, keep these glasses on and your vision will adjust accordingly. Okay? And if you make good choices, you'll do what the doctor tells you and you'll keep the glasses on. And if you make good choices, you'll do what the psychologist tells you and you'll say good things to yourself. You'll say words of life into yourself. Breathe life into yourself. Keep breathing life into this heart. Breathe life into your heart. Words are so powerful. We don't even understand how powerful words are. We minimize verbal abuse. We minimize emotional abuse. Well, at least all he did was call you a name. Well, at least, we minimize. But words have the power of life and death. Words have the power It's like how they say, be careful how you treat people because you never know what that person is going through. And I know I sound like Edith Bunker from the Archie Bunker show, but you never know what kind of day someone is going through. Now, I'm not going to tell you to smile all the time because I don't agree with that. We don't feel like smiling all the time. It's just not possible. But what I am going to tell you is to try to speak as much positivity into your life as possible. You need to start your day out with, I'm going to have a good day today. And this is why I'm going to have a good day today, because I'm going to take control of my life. And this is how I'm going to have a good day today. So you're having trouble adjusting, but you're releasing yourself from self-inflicted bonds. Eight of Swords. Now, I'd hate to tell you this, Leo, and this is probably going to make some people angry. The first time someone abuses you, it's a surprise. The second time, it's because you were still hanging around that person, okay? You chose to hang around that person. This could have been low self-esteem. It could have been, it's not just, it's our beliefs, okay? You know, it's not just the fact that somebody called you lazy or whatever they called you. It was the fact that you chose to internalize it and believe it, okay? Because you had low self-esteem. That's how this person preyed on you. It's not that, you know, you're defective or that you're not important. Some of you had low self-esteem, and that was how this person got their hooks in you. When you tell people things about yourself and you're vulnerable, this is good. This is good for bringing in new love. But it's not good to be vulnerable with everybody. We need to watch our words, okay? Because there are some people out there that will take our words and twist them in us over and over and over again, and they will harp on those words over and over and over again. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. This is how you could start your day. I'm beautiful, I'm smart, I'm talented, I'm fabulous, I'm gorgeous, but sometimes I don't like to clean. So you have that one little criticism about yourself, and if you tell that to somebody, there are certain people that will take that criticism and they will make it bigger and bigger and bigger, and they will harp on it and make it grow. And if you believe them, now you're part of your own abuse. This person has enlisted you in being your own abuser. So stop criticizing yourself. Stop being hard on yourself. Okay? Stop telling yourself things about yourself that aren't true. And once you stop criticizing yourself, you're going to be able to have time to rediscover your vitality. Because if you're sitting somewhere like, oh, I feel so bad about myself, you're not in power when you're doing that. When you sit somewhere like, oh, I feel so bad about myself, the person who abused you is in power over your life, and they don't even live in your house. They don't even live in your mind. Well, they live in your mind, if you're letting them have power over you. So my whole point is people can have power over us if we let them by our thoughts, okay? So stop criticizing yourself, stop sitting somewhere thinking about, the past. You're basically thinking about a problem you can't solve. And that's leaving you in a position of not being in power. So you need to pull these swords out. You've got 8 of them in you. I don't know what 8 things you told yourself that aren't true, but you need to pull these swords out. You need to pull them out. And sometimes it does take the help of a therapist because, sometimes we need to go to a therapist so a therapist can ask us questions that get to the root of our issue. Why do you think you're lazy? Why do you think this? Why do you think that? And then when you go back to your childhood and you find the people who used to criticize you every day, you realize that those aren't your thoughts. Those people are taking up space in your mind rent free. And you're letting them when you sit there and you keep dwelling on those thoughts. I'm not saying never have a negative thought ever again. That's not what I'm saying. That's impossible. What I am saying is to stop taking these thoughts seriously. Laugh at these thoughts. When you get a negative thought, name it. Bag it and tag it and throw it away. If you think somebody, used to call you lazy in childhood or used to call you certain things, bag it and tag it. Oh, that's Gary. Gary said I was lazy when I was 5 years old. Yet Gary was an alcoholic, so his opinion of me does not matter. The only opinion that matters about me is myself. My opinion about me is the only opinion that matters about myself. Bag it and tag it. Ha ha, that's Gary. Gonna go to the beach now. Not gonna take it seriously. That's Gary. Bye, Gary. Bye, Felicia. And then once you bag it and tag it, go do something fun. Now, fun doesn't have to be going to the beach. You could be laying in bed. Maybe you like laying in bed. I don't know. Some people like taking naps. Studies show naps are actually good for us. This is you giving it a rest. This is you deciding to stop beating up on yourself. And after you stop beating up on yourself, that's how you're going to start seeing the truth, okay? Bag it and tag it. And then you'll be able to trust the present moment. What does our mind do? Our mind tortures us. Literally, our mind tortures us. If you've been in a family where there was a lot of swords put in you, and swords are negative thoughts. That's what swords are. They're negative thoughts. You've been through a lot, and the problem with being in a situation where people abuse your emotions, your feelings, is over time you start not to trust your feelings. It's kind of like if somebody cut off a finger of yours and then you can't feel anything because they cut off that finger. I mean, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel the pain when that finger's cut off. And you may feel phantom pains, but you can no longer trust that area anymore because that finger was cut off. Now, I'm not saying your emotions were cut off. Obviously, they're not, because you still have a heart in this reading. Your heart is still there. These people tried to destroy your heart. and it's still there, but you're struggling as far as the obstacle goes. You're struggling with trusting the present moment. You're struggling with trusting yourself because of what these people did to you. But you need to bag it and tag it. Go do something you enjoy. And you'll trust yourself to see the truth. And I'll give you an example of how the mind tortures us. You could have been in a relationship with an alcoholic, and in your mind, you always felt like they were going to come get you. Like, I better not say the truth. I better not speak my inner truth. They're going to come get me if I say something. I better keep my mouth shut. And you finally left this person, and now you're like, this person's angry. They're going to come get me. I can't enjoy myself because they're going to come hurt me. And they're not. What are they going to do? What do all alcoholics, or most, not all alcoholics, but most alcoholics usually do? Most alcoholics usually drink themselves to death. So this person's not after you. But you're having trouble trusting in the present moment because your emotions were played with. Your heart was played with. It's almost like a doctor gave you all sorts of different drugs that played with your heart, and now you don't know when your heart's going to come back. Leo, you will be fully restored because this is you and all your beauty. Your emotions help build your intuition. And your intuition guides you to the truth with this High Priestess card. Okay? The universe is going to bring to you all you need to feel blissful. Okay? You're letting go and embracing new beginnings. This is you finally learning to let go in the middle of May, okay? You learning to let go. This is you learning to let go. As soon as you let go, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get what you want, okay? And you're going to speak your truth and fairness to yourself. This is beautiful, Leo. Whoever tried to take your intuition didn't succeed. You still have your intuition. This is a brand new beginning. Some of you could be getting married. What you don't see coming is when I show my work, others give support. So keep working on yourself. Keep working on getting back to how you used to be, and others will support you. You're making decisions without pressure. You're ready for a breakthrough to success. And you trust whatever the universe brings you. Okay? This is beautiful energy. I think what's going to happen is someone's going to see all the work you've done on yourself and they're going to be impressed. Not that you have to get married. You've been through so much, you may not even want to get married, but I just see a lot of good things for you. So that's all I have, Leo. Um, wow. This is beautiful energy. I like it. So, thank you for coming to this reading, Leo. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for all your positive energy. Thank you for all your likes, shares, and subscribes. And I'll see you on the next reading. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.